Hello everyone and welcome to today's webinar, The Skill Shortage, Your $100 billion Trading Opportunity. I am Murja, your host for today. We are thrilled to have you here as we dive into the growing demand of AI skills and how it represents the huge opportunity for training providers like you. Today, you will learn how to tap into the booming AI training market and turn into a scalable business advantage. A quick reminder to everybody, this session has been recorded. If you have any questions during the session, feel free to drop your questions in the chat or Q&A. We will surely address you. Now, I would like to introduce our amazing speaker and experienced speaker for today, Bill Becker. Bill Becker is a Vice President of Strategic Partnership at AI CERTs. He is a long-time writer and a speaker about the careers. And also he is the author of two books named as The Job Nobody Dreams of and Create Your Job, Create Your Own Job. At AI Search, Bill manages global market and strategic partner programs that brings the role-based AI learning to the organization at scale. Bill. Now Bill will guide you through the webinar and will provide you the insights how you can partner with AI Search, launch AI certification program and capture your share to this rapidly growing market. Bill, over to you.
Thanks, Woja. Just you see my picture of my boss up there, Ben Watson. He is not able to make it today. He's in Morocco, which sounds really great, but then I looked it up. It's a 17-hour flight out and a 24-hour flight back. So I am happy to be here in Denver. So I appreciate everyone joining us today. I saw that we have people from the US, Canada, and India, and this is exciting. I actually came out of retirement for this opportunity that I'm going to talk about today. So we're going to talk about AI certs. We're going to talk about the, what's going on in the world of AI. I joke with my wife that you can't go 5 minutes and not hear those two letters. And if you think about it, right? She laughed and I laughed. And then weirdly enough, our microwave laughed. But the point of the nonsense is AI is everywhere. And since we're talking to different training organizations, the thing that I always share is think about this, especially those that have any, in the IT training businesses is where I got my start. Back in the day, everyone made big bucks doing 5-day SQL classes, right? Maybe 1% of the population of the world knew what SQL was. Pretty much the entire world has at least heard of AI today, and that's the opportunity. Everyone, you have people that are excited, even though they don't know why. You have people concerned. Often they don't need to be. There's AI anxiety out there. The point of all that is this is a tremendous opportunity. Billions, trillions, whatever, money you want to mention. Never in history has something hit where every single company and everyone within a company is being impacted by AI. So we'll talk about our certifications, our portfolio, and our partner program, and some of the ways that, I think just makes an outstanding reason to partner with us. So AI certs. What is AI certs? We're really a certification body that provides training through our partners. So think about this. Today, you can learn anything you want on the internet for free, right? What would you do if you want to go out and teach yourself AI? Well, you'd probably go look at case studies, what's going on in your industry, maybe what some of your competitors are doing. Then you would go look at AI-specific tools that people in your job are using today. Great. Now prove you're AI ready. That's the beauty of what we do. Our certifications tie this together. And I like to say, we don't train on AI. We train on how AI impacts specific job roles. No one else in the world does that, especially with a certification. And so, regardless of the company, the departments, we have certification programs that can impact everybody. Today, we have almost 60. I think it's like 57 certifications. We're looking at about 90 by the end of the year, 250 by the end of next year, and 500 when we're done. And we're going wide on certifications, and we're starting to go deep as well. I'll get into that a little bit more. So just to give you an idea, I know this slide is probably hard to see, but just give you an idea, and I know everyone will get a copy of this with the recording. But we have essentials, we have, different business units. So you can make a great case where a company, every employee needs to have at least some AI literacy, right? And then we get into the job role specific courses. And then there's others for different teams, whether it's cybersecurity, executives. All to say is, regardless of the company, there really is a great opportunity to do some enterprise selling on this. And that's where the money is, right? We are training centers. That's what you want to do. In the old days, you might have sold SQL classes or an Office class. Again, never before has there been an opportunity that literally everyone in an organization needs some sort of AI training. Now, I'm not a big, person about stats, but you just think about this. And one of the things, I do a lot of HR webinars. HR directors, they're kind of freaking out right now. They have big burdens on them because their workforce has AI anxiety, right? Is AI going to take my job? You see all these announcements, 10,000, 19,000 people being laid off because of AI. I think most people understand that those are lies. That's just cover. AI is not replacing wholesale jobs today. AI is replacing tasks, and that's where the big opportunity comes from. And there's a big gap in making sure that people are AI ready. That's the opportunity as a training partner, is to get people skilled up and not have that AI anxiety. There's one of the things I do in my HR webinar is that you're less likely to be replaced than your skills are going to be replaced. And think about this. If everybody embraces AI, if every company institutes AI, then where's the competitive advantage? It's making sure that the workforce is AI ready. So when I mentioned about AI having enterprise-wide opportunities, again, it's not where you're used to, regardless of whether you're IT training or consulting or soft skills. Usually the opportunities historically have been just pockets within an organization, right? Today, the entire organization, regardless of its size, needs to have some AI training. Maybe just simple AI literacy. Probably you're going to have AI-specific job roles, and that's the beauty of AI certs. You have, regardless of, the team, you have legal, you have finance, you have marketing. Everybody in there has different needs. And that's the beauty of what we do and how we deliver the training. Again, another thing just to show you kind of what's going on out in the world, that there's different types of skilling going on. Ed tech has been a big thing recently, but really we're just talking about your opportunity. I'm kind of a simple person. I love talking to potential partners. This is a big opportunity for you. And the other thing too, this is not like the year 2000 bug. For those of you that are old enough to remember that buildup, 18 months of just everyone going crazy and making sure that, everything's ready and protected from January 1st, 2000, and then you just move on with your life. That's not what AI is. You're going to adopt it, and then organization is going to adapt it, and things are going to continue forward. So it's not just a one and done opportunity. It's an opportunity that's going to pay off month after month, year after year. And that's pretty exciting. So the partner advantage. So we sell through partners. I'll talk about the different, ways that, become a partner here. But again, thinking about certification's the big deal. That's the thing that ties everything in, because you have the training, but then great. How do I prove that I'm AI ready? When you're talking to your enterprise customers, they're rolling out training. They go, okay, great. We spent all this money for training. How do we know that our workforce is AI ready? That's the beauty of the certification. And there's a gap in there that people, whether they're ready or not, organizations, especially upper management, want to make sure that their workforce is ready and embracing AI and using it to make sure that they outdo their competitors. So the different partner models, we have 4 ways to partner with this. Academic and institutional partner. Academic is kind of self-explanatory, right? Colleges, universities, any type of educational institution. We're big with associations too, whether, internal auditors, HR associations, just there's a membership there that is looking for answers. And as an association partner, you have the ability to deliver courses and training that are just ready to go. You don't have to invest in money. You don't have to go out and look. And the big takeaway is not only do you have the training that's job role specific, but it's a way to prove that someone is AI ready. We have different ways to work with academic partners. We have academic partners all over the world, and there's different ways to do that. Is it going to, the curriculum going to go mix in with the current curriculum, or is it going to sit on top of the curriculum? Is the institution going to pay? Is the students going to pay? We have all kinds of different models to work with academic partners. And then training and enterprise partners is kind of the traditional way, right? I know a lot of the people that registered today are from that. Again, as an authorized training partner, we have tons of support. I was very surprised and very pleased when I joined. It's just the sales and marketing resources that we give partners. We have monthly partner meetings where we give updates. Everyone shares best practices. And also for affiliates, we have an affiliate program that's a simple way to resell the e-learning. And, it's great for influencers. You might have a successful podcast. You might have a really successful newsletter. It's a way to help monetize and capture this AI training that people are looking for. So AI certs, we are globally known. We have a app that just crossed the 500,000 mark last week for downloads. I mentioned about marketing. We have sales kits, newsletters. We love to do webinars with our partners. I'm doing several webinars every single week, regardless of what type of partner that it is. Think about this. This was set up, this partner system was set up for you to monetize the relationship that you have built up over the years. You have hundreds, thousands, some partners, hundreds of thousands of people in your database. This is a system that you can just plug in and instantly monetize to capture AI training. So the beauty of it, here's you see our UI here. So we like to say multimodality with our courses. And so what does that mean? It means that there's several different ways that as a student, you can consume the training. You have lecture, whether it's instructor-led or video. It's good to know that every single course, and I mentioned there's almost 60 today, every single course has an instructor-led version and an e-learning version. So you have a lecture. And even after you take the instructor-led version for the next time that you have access to the course, because regardless how you take it, you get access to the materials for 1 year. And because it's AI, things will change. And when there's an update, students will get an email, say, hey, your content's been updated. We added a new case study. We put in a new AI tool that we thought you should take a look at. But you have the video lecture. You have the ebook. So you can watch, you can read. If you're like me, I like to watch the videos with the closed captioning on. And you can even speed up the video if you want to go through that a little bit quicker. Also have 2 audio versions of every exercise in a course. You have the traditional audio book, so a single voice talking to you. And then we rolled out a few months ago podcasts, and podcasts have been super exciting and popular. People will listen to a podcast of a lesson on their phone while they're working out, walking the dog, doing laundry. And I mentioned also have the app. So you can do the courses on your phone with or without the app. It works just as well. So we say multimodality, watch, read, listen. Every course also has an AI mentor. So think of it as a teaching assistant or a homework helper. Put a lot of thought into how to help people get through the material. And then we also say multi-device. So computer, tablet, phone, and on the phone you can do just your phone or your app. So lots of different ways to consume the content, and you literally can go through every single exercise in a course and switch off between video, audiobook, podcast, or just read the courseware. Back to the exam. Like I said, the exam ties everything together. And then in the old days, especially in the IT world, that you would go take a course, then you go buy an exam voucher. You might have to go someplace else to do the exam, right? Everything here is self-contained. So the exam actually comes preloaded in the course, and you get a free retake. So you get 2 shots. So the exam, you have up to 90 minutes. There's 50 questions. You need to get 35 of them right, a passing score of 70%. They're multiple choice, multiple response. And this is a legit proctored exam. It carries a lot of weight. That we followed ISO standards to build this. We're in the process. We're on the home stretch of being ANSI approved for our exams as well. And that carries a lot of weight. So again, thinking about you have the training and you have the exam for proof of concept. So some takeaways here. And I think, again, these are stats, but I think everyone understands, and some of these are US based, but I know that we have people from around the world on this webinar today. You don't have to think about stats. You just know that when you're reading or watching anything, AI is mentioned everywhere. It's an exciting opportunity for training providers today because you have everyone, it's on top of minds. Like, how do I make sure I get my arms around this AI thing? How do I make sure that I'm AI ready? What's the best way? There's all kinds of ways to do this, okay? But also I need to make sure that I prove that I'm AI ready. If I'm an individual, I want to show people that I'm AI ready so I can get a job, get a better job. Organizations know that they have to make sure that their workforce is AI ready, but they also know this is very important. We need to do this quickly, and we need to make sure that we get bang for our buck. We wouldn't need to see the return on investment. The best way to do that is have training that's tied to a certification so that when individuals go through the training, they prove they got through the material and they proved that they learned what was important for that specific job role. So again, we're winding up here. Just think about what's happened over the last few years. 3-4 years ago, you didn't really hear AI that much. The opportunity for you guys is this. You have this database that you've built up over 1-2 years. Some of my new partners have been around for 30 years. You have this database. You already have this amazing group of prospects that you can mine. We have webinars, we have course outlines, executive summaries, we have all kinds. We just dropped, I think, like over 50 social media kits into our partner portal in the last month. All kinds of different ways for you to go in and tell your database of past customers, hey, I'm an AI search partner, let's talk. And then beyond that, then you also now have the opportunity to go speak to prospects you've never talked to before. Again, I'll use the example of a traditional IT training company. You're only going to be talking in the past to the IT department, right? Whether you're selling Windows Server or SQL or Cisco, you now have the opportunity and the just cause to go talk to everybody within an organization. And the thing about this is, everyone realizes we got to do this now, right? And so the people that move quickly are the ones that are going to be rewarded. And I urge you to think about getting started quickly, because if you get signed up by the end of the month, you got 2 months to get end of the year training funds for a lot of organizations. I know different companies will, not all of them do a calendar, but a lot of them do. And as you all know, there's often training funds or use it or lose it. So this is a great opportunity back in July. It'll be a great opportunity in May. It's just things have come to almost like a perfect storm that you have an opportunity for the last 2 months of this year to really make some significant money, and then also get you started into a great 2026. Moja, do we have any questions?
Yeah, hi Bill. It was an amazing thing. Yeah, we do have certain questions lined up in our Q&A section. One of our participant has asked that as AI training center, can I use my company branding to deliver the multi-model content via the LMS and other avenues? And can I deliver the training with my own branding with no AI search branding showing at all?
So good multi-part question. So we love to co-brand. So we have tons of marketing material that we're happy to co-brand for you. That you on the integration part, yes, we can integrate with your existing LMS. Also, as far as delivery for instructor-led, there's really 3 ways to do the instructor-led. You can have your own people deliver the courses, and it's free for your instructors to become AI certified. They just go through the training, pass the exam. We have an amazing training department, a lot of resources for instructors. We already have the PowerPoint slides put together, lecture notes, so you can have your own people deliver it. You can sell into a partner's class and you simply split the revenue there. That's good if you have 1 or 2 people for a particular course. Or if you have, a private class, 10 to 20 people, and you don't have an instructor, you can rent an instructor and keep, almost all the revenue instead of sharing that. Now, as far as the, complete white labeling, we can't do that. We'd love to have a conversation about white labeling the courses, but we cannot white label the exam, because the exam is what ties everything together. We followed strict international ISO standards. So the exam has to be, and you want it to be AI certs, because that's the brand, right? That's the
Yeah, that's true.
differentiator.
And through the examination, as we know that we provide the security in terms of certification. It has been created with the blockchain. Yeah, that's really true. We have our second question here, Bill, that do you have certification suitable for some high school students?
Yes, we do. So if you go to our website and you will see we have 10 practice areas. One of them is the essentials, and you'll see two courses there, AI Plus Foundations and AI Plus Everyone. The Foundations is free. It's a legit course, has its own examination. That's instead of a normal 1 day class or a 6-8 hour e-learning, that's 4 to 6 hours. And that's really good for partners as well as lead gen. So a lot of partners, when they first come on board, they'll hand that out to their database to just get people to say, hey, this concept's really cool. I love the UI. The AI Plus Everyone is a full-fledged, 1 day or 6-8 hour course that would help a high school student going forward. The other thing too, when you look into the AI Plus Essentials practice area, is the course called Prompt Engineer Level 1. And this is where I say how much I hate that name. We've had the battles internally because it's not a technical course.
Yeah.
And that's why it's in the essentials. It is simply how to write good prompts. And I can make a case, and you should be able to make a great case that everyone should learn how to write great prompts at the very least. So again, when you're putting together enterprise packages, the entire organization gets AI Plus Everyone. The entire organization gets AI Plus Prompt Engineer Level 1. Then you go to the role-specific courses, and then for the executives, you have AI Plus Executive, you have AI Plus Ethics. We have a governance class coming out too. So I apologize. As my famous thing, I could have answered that in fewer words.
No, that's really true. I agree to your point. For prompt engineer is there, that is a basic thing where you can use any GPT tool, or how you can use any AI tool, that is chatbot is there or GPT is there, where you can do designings and all that stuff. So that helps you to synchronize how you can play around with the prompts, as you said. AI everyone is there, which is a basic course where we give all the industry glance that how AI is helpful. It is not replacing your job, as you said earlier, but it is just a helping hand to make your work streamlined and easy. That's really true of you. So we have certain role-based certifications. We have 50 plus role-based certifications, which is divided into based on the requirements. It can be nominal, and AI Foundation, as you mentioned, it is a free course, which you can surely enroll. You can go through our courseware and everything.
I
And
think something else too.
yeah,
I think it's important to share, especially like for associations and other bigger organizations. So today we mentioned, basically 60 courses. We've been going out wide, and then I mentioned earlier going deep. The best example of that is healthcare. So we had AI Plus Healthcare as our anchor course for a while. We just dropped AI Plus Doctor, Nurse, then in the next 2 weeks, we'll have healthcare assistant, healthcare administrator. And then we're doing that at other sectors too. So finance, legal, but we also love to do joint certifications. So where we co-brand, co-develop, and co-sell. And so I know we announced, so I know this is okay to say, that one of the examples is an internal auditors association where we're doing that, and then there's some others. So if you are in a big organization and would like to talk to us about co-developing and co-branding and co-selling, love to have those conversations.
true. We have one more question over here. Okay, do you have curated AI training targeting SMEs specially? I ask because many of the audience I see in your presentation and website are corporate enterprise uh, worker. So yeah, that
We
is a
do
question.
have, I think I'm gonna think that as like, do we have technical courses? We do. So the courses, and we used to say, professional and technical. The professional are always 1 day courses, and the technical are always 5 day courses. 5 days or 40 hours, 1 day, 6, 8 hours e-learning. But we're in the process of changing from technical to mastery. But it applies to answering your question. So all our cybersecurity stuff, or the majority of those are technical in their 5 day classes. We also have cloud development, some Bitcoin classes. So we do have courses that are have more meat to them, and what, I think you would call technical as well. So again, the ability to cover everybody within an organization with one offering is a big selling point.
Yeah, I can say one thing we offer that is vendor aligned services, like based on the requirement of our client. That is whether it is an educational sector or whether you are into a corporate sector. So based on the requirement, we do provide the certifications and ready to plug in models, right? Bill, if I'm not
Yeah.
wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. And the other thing too is, and think about, so I told you 90 by the end of the month, 250, or end of the year, 250. We don't have a list over here of, those other 200 exams. We continue to do the research, but smart organizations roll out offerings based on feedback from their customers and prospects, right? So we want feedbacks. Perfect example is healthcare. Um, Medical Coder wasn't on the roadmap, and then one of the first partners we signed up, it was a healthcare training partner. They go, you got to have Medical Coder. It's like, yeah, we do. I don't know why we missed that. So that as you become a partner, and we interact with daily, weekly, monthly, we want opportunities to say, hey, Acme Corporation out of New York came up and said, we need this for X-ray technicians. I'll give you a perfect example of things that we've done in the past, or I've done in the past, that never would have thought of. So in my previous life, I worked for a virtual lab platform, and that's software companies. There's a place where to go learn the software, get certified in the software. But one of the
True.
software companies I had was a medical software company, Siemens Healthineers. Long story short, we ended up virtualizing an MRI machine, and it won, a Brandon Hall Award. So we are looking for opportunities to do things out of the box when they make sense.
Oh, great. We have one more question over here, that how well known is AI certs in industry and global beyond US? Matlab, that is one of the question.
We're worldwide. We're known worldwide. I mentioned that just our app was downloaded 500,000 times as of last week. I did an HR webinar, end of September, and we were getting ready to go. And I said, hey, just out of curiosity, how many people signed up for this? And they go, 85,000. I go, no, don't play with me. How many people? And they go, 85,000. And they were from all over the world. And that's a big thing too, that, when you're thinking about this and joining, you may not have always gone through HR. HR is a big entry point for AI training. They're going to work a little bit, obviously, with IT, but they're the ones that get tasked for training, right? And so that is a big, and that's why I do all these HR webinars, is because they're the ones that are out there looking for answers, not only training and in adopting AI, but then also adapting it as you go forward. And again, adapting it as you go forward, that's the payoff. It's not a one and done. That's the thing that's going to give you reoccurring revenue.
Oh, great. So few of our people are Curious to know why they can be partners with us. Means what are the benefits of partners? Why they should be partnering?
You should partner because we can help you develop a significant amount of revenue with AI training and certification. Again, think about your database of customers that you've built up over the years. I don't care what business they're in. Every single one of those companies is thinking about, what am I going to do with this AI thing? They're looking for answers. And when you can go to them and say, look, we just partnered with a worldwide organization that doesn't necessarily train on AI, but trains on how AI impacts specific job roles. Like if you pull up your organization chart, boom, 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 we can cover everybody there. Not only can they get trained on case studies that are happening in your industry, they're going to get their hands dirty with specific AI tools for that job role. And it's all going to be proven through the certification. No one else in the world offers what we do.
Agreed on that point. Moreover, I just want to add, if I'm wrong anywhere, but I think that we provide means the headache of writing the content, creating the courseware, curriculum will be removed, right? Because we provide them the detailed curriculum, vendor line services, certifications, which are having ebooks, e-learning materials, that is video, podcast, and everything. So it is just partnering with us will become very helpful to them, right? Because we
Yeah.
are also providing co-branded things.
I
So,
think one of the things too, think about, on the development side. So our general manager, Dave, who I just adore,
yeah,
we're talking about having because again, as I said earlier, everything starts with the certification. So there's a lot of research, job task analysis. And Dave said he would make me cry if I was in one of those meetings. But because it's boring stuff to us, right? But it creates a great certification. And from that comes the course.
agreed. Fine. That's it from the Q&A session. I
Okay,
hope
I appreciate.
guys, I really hope you all have enjoyed this, and I really hope one thing that thank you, Bill, for such insightful session, first of all. And
Thanks,
this will
Rocha.
be helpful to everybody where they can just plug in and enjoy. Matlab, they can enhance their business. Just think of the revenue and just keep the curriculum and everything on our side. So, yes,
If you have more
before
questions,
wrapping
reach
up,
out. I would
yeah.
love to talk to each and every one of you and answer
Yeah,
follow-up
most of the
questions.
questions have been reached out. No
Awesome.
problem. Anything else, Bill, that you wish to add on over here? You have still some time over.
I think no, I just what I said earlier is, we got 9 days left in the month. If you get set up and everything, you got 2 months left to just sprint to the end of the year, capture, where appropriate, those end of year training funds, and to think about again your potential prospects out there. They want to have this AI thing handled out. They would like to have it off their mind. And think of this as not necessarily selling AI, but you're selling peace of mind because everybody's got anxiety about this AI thing. What AI CERTs through its partners is offering is tremendous peace of mind. I know that my workforce is going to be AI ready. I know this investment is going to, pay off. I know because their people are going to be certified. And so it that's what I love about it. It's a great opportunity to make significant revenue and make your contacts within your corporate companies heroes because they're all looking, whether they've reached out to you or not, they are all looking for answers about AI.
Agreed. Yep, I agree on your point. Thank you, Bill. Thank you for
All
your
right, thanks
insightful
everyone.
and valuable. And thank you, everyone, for joining us. Before wrapping up this session, I would like to inform you that you will receive shortly a participate certificate on your registered email ID through our mail ID from CERTs 365. CERTs 365 is our platform where we give the certification which you can scan, you can just share it around, as well as you will be receiving a recording shortly in your mailbox. Thank you everyone for joining us. For more details and stay tuned with AI Certs, please visit our website www.aicerts.ai and get in touch with us. We will surely love to partner with you, as well as will be happy to help you out. Thank you
Everyone have a
everyone.
great rest of your week. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Bill. Bye everyone.